Sup? Now I would like to talk about racing in Space Engineers 2. A fellow content creator, Diggrok, came up with an idea to introduce different ship classes and racing leagues to Space Engineers. So, let me introduce you to the Smuggler Class. There are restrictions for this class, just like real racing, that things don't get out of hand, and also because the point isn't just flying through the canyons at full speed. Here they are. Pause the video if you want to read through them, but in short, you are allowed only certain amount of different sized atmospheric thrusters, and there is a minimum weight to your build, which is 30,000 kilograms. You can build your own racers or use the ones that the community has already built, and oh my god, there are a lot to choose from already. And of course I'm going to go over the ones I've made, but I'll leave a link to a collection of ships, so go check that out if you're interested. You might have already started thinking about where can you fly your ship into a wall. Well, the community has got you covered there too. There are plenty of maps to choose from, where you obviously have the start, checkpoints along the way, and then a finish. Some have started making mods for the checkpoints, but many use antennas to mark where you need to go.
Hey engineers, Diggrok here. First of all, shout out to UncleAndy for bringing some attention to our little racing league we're working on. We have been pretty busy behind the scenes developing this league into its optimal form so that by the time we do have multiplayer, we can just hit the ground running with a bunch of different classes and courses. And as UncleAndy already pointed out, we already have one class put together, which is our Smuggler Class. We've actually learned a lot from creating a race class, which lets you configure components any way you want, but just sets a max limit on those components like we did with the Smuggler class. So we're also working on some additional race classes. The first is a spec race class. These are races where everybody would be running the exact same thruster layouts and use the exact same components and have to achieve a minimum weight. This puts all the racers on the exact same performance level, but everybody can kind of choose how they want to greeble and design their builds, which is something that's a lot of fun with Space Engineers, so we definitely don't want to lose out on that. And this allows the race to be more about raw skill rather than who has the best performing vehicle. So the next racing class is probably going to be a spec race class, but the other class system we are working on is a points-based system. A points-based system is going to be much more nuanced and require some fine-tuning to get the numbers right. But essentially all components, so thrusters, gyros, fuel, power, will all have a points cost, and then players will have a budget and they can choose to spend points how they want to within that budget, allowing players to optimize their builds either around a race style they like in particular or even optimize to specific courses. So we have lots of things we're working on for the race league, and a lot of these decisions are widely shaped by the Discord community. So if you want to help shape the future of the race league or submit ideas that you might have for some races you want to see, please feel free to join my Discord. There's a lot of like-minded individuals there that want to just develop the best racing league possible, so it's actually a really fun time over there. But until we do get multiplayer, we are in the meantime doing time trial racing events, and our first one is going to be March 7th and March 8th. And these will be time trials using our Smuggler class builds, and they will be raced on the Smuggler's Gulch racetrack. And we will have prizes for the winners of the time trial event, as well as some awards for the best smuggler build. Really hope to see you all on the course. Godspeed, engineers. Back to you, UncleAndy.
Wow! Thank you Diggrok for tuning into the video, glad to have you here. Join his Discord if you want to participate and plan the future of racing in Space Engineers 2. Now moving on to the racers themselves, and as I said before, the ones that I've built. Don't worry though, Diggrok will make his own video showcasing the community racers. My first Smuggler racer was this one right here, inspired by Formula 1 cars. I guess I did a pretty good job aesthetically to give it that sporty look. Not a typical look to a smuggler ship, but I guess whoever smuggler has this in their hangar really likes to go fast with some style. Due to the colors and the shape, this ship is named the Devil's Arrow. I classify this ship to be an all-rounder when it comes to maneuverability, decent thrust on all sides so it can strafe nicely, and a 5-meter thruster at the back guarantees that an inexperienced pilot will pass out from quite some serious G's when accelerating forward. The other ship that UncleAndy Industries presents to the Smuggler class is the Midnight Zephyrus. ASR standing for Atmospheric Smuggler Racer, Zephyr stands for a light breeze / a gust of wind, and the midnight prefix is due to the assassin-like aesthetics. Definitely nailed the look on this thing, but this is just one of those ships that really could use the fighter cockpit instead of the normal one. Currently the weight is unoptimized and my testing on it on the racetracks have been very limited, but I'm going to get into that once I get some more time on my hands. Definitely feel free to do your own modifications to it before me. I'd just be honored if someone used this hull to build themselves an optimized racer. But hey, that's all from me today. Again, thank you Diggrok for tuning in, and engineers, seriously do head out to his Discord to be part of SC2 Racing. But now, my time on your screen has once again come to an end. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!